This is FUBAR Radio, and I'm joined by the wonderful SG Lewis.
Hi.
Hi, babe.
Hi, how's it going?
We've just been getting to know each other, but I haven't got to know you enough to know what the G stands for.
Gangster.
I knew it was!
No, it's just my middle name is George.
I thought it might... Well, what I was hoping...
Let's stick with gangster.
Because I was thinking maybe you could moonlight, you know, do some... Maybe completely flip your music and be OG Lewis
OG
after
Lewis.
Midnight or something.
I like that, actually. OG Lewis. Like, okay.
You are welcome.
I'll keep that one.
You can have it.
For free?
A small 10%.
Okay. We'll call it 8.
No, take it. But
Okay.
the next one.
Okay, cool.
So, really exciting time for you. Dusk, Dark and Dawn.
Yes.
Now, you're trying to Chris Brown this.
Chris Brown.
Obviously, he dropped 45 tracks at once, but you're drip feeding us.
Oh, wow. I didn't realise he dropped 40.
Did you not know? Yeah, he obviously...
That is my stomach. I apologise.
I'm keeping SG Lewis from eating.
I'm so
really
sorry.
bad.
I didn't eat breakfast, basically. I rolled out of bed because I love food.
Oh my God, I love food.
I rolled out of bed and I was just like, yeah. Anyway, we'll stop talking about my stomach. But
No,
yes, so
I'm going to go back to food in a minute. But yeah, Chris Brown dropped 45 tracks.
Yes.
What made you kind of split these three up? Is it just because of the size?
Well, there's two reasons. I wanted people to process each part individually. It's a lot of music. I think for a debut album, 18 tracks are a lot for people to process. The more honest response is that I haven't finished the second. So I've nearly finished Dark now, and then I've nearly finished Dawn. But yeah, I don't have them all ready. And I just wanted to be omnipresent throughout the year. I wanted to be releasing music and just be consistent with my output throughout the year. So.
And have you had to experience a lot of dusk, darks and dawns to just get the kind of
This is what I said to my
inspiration?
manager. So like when I was doing dusk, I was listening to lots of disco and like barbecuing and like all this
feeling
stuff.
very happy.
So now I've been working on dark. This is my excuse for going out clubbing lots. And my manager's like, you need to buckle down. You stop going out. And I'm like, I'm just doing my market research, to be honest.
You're like, I'm literally doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job. I promise.
I'm just trying to put myself into this music, you know.
So it is telling the story of that, isn't it? A sort of night on the...
So basically, the concept of the album is that I've divided it into 3 separate parts of a night out, and I became fascinated by the purpose of music, you know, and the music like that accompanies those different stages. Like you think about the different energies in those different times. It's like dusk, it's like all the music is setting the mood, and it's like the excitement and anticipation for the night. And dark is like the peak, it's like the energy, it's like the club moments. And dawn is like this kind of come down in energy. And like,
so is that one going to be like really panicky, or is it going to be really chilled? I just didn't know which side of dawn are you going to go for. Is it the dawn where you're really happy with yourself, or the dawn where you're like, oh my God, what have I done?
It's the dawn where the music is a musical blanket that wraps around you and makes you feel better.
I like that.
Yes.
That should be in your Twitter bio.
Yes, it will be.
I am a musical blanket.
Musical hot water bottle, or whatever they call it.
You did an amazing show in Brixton was it last week?
Saturday, Saturday just gone.
It looked huge. I saw it all over social
media.
Yeah,
it was about just under 2,000 people. It was about 1,700, 1,750. It's crazy. It sold out. It was insane.
That must have been really wonderful for you.
It was probably the best night of my life. It was it was insane. I had all my friends there, all my family there. It was incredible. It was really sick, and there was a lot of like love in that room from the audience, and like I think they could tell how much I was enjoying myself. I have a habit of, I'm a really terrible liar, and I wear everything I'm thinking on my face. So if I'm having a great time, then the audience is like, wow, okay, because I'm like smiling. And if I'm not having a good time, then I'm staring at my feet.
I completely vibe with that, because I find it really hard to, if I'm upset or something, not to be like...
No, that's why, I mean, I was talking to Ralph earlier at Radar, and we were talking about like being a breakfast presenter, and like I'm a terrible morning person. Like I don't think I could do a breakfast show, because like I'm such a bad morning person. I'd be like, good morning. It's 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm just.
So you picked the right career, is what we've discovered.
So I get to be nocturnal.
You're nighttime.
Yeah, which is good.
And you're allowed to be, like it's legit that you're in the nighttime.
I get to lie in a little bit in the mornings. I get to
dream.
So it's good. Everything's good.
And obviously a huge show. You must have been quite nervous. Was there anything you did pre-show to kind of get your game face on?
Yeah, so there's do a bit of stretching, dynamic stretching. Just
okay.
to try and,
Dynamic
like,
stretching.
You know, a few lunges and such. Lots of Manuka honey and lemon hot teas.
Listen, I've heard about this Manuka honey.
Yeah, it's just for the vocals, you know. Just gotta coat them in honey.
Yeah, and it also costs about £50 a pop.
I put it on my rider.
Make sure you take that stuff home.
Yeah, so I hoard it. So then I have like a teaspoon of it, and then I take it home and I hoard it.
Dude, I've actually done that so many times.
And I sell it on.
I've got like 4 Manuka honeys at home because I go to gigs with my mates and they leave it, and I'm like,
yeah.
That's worth it. I'm
yeah.
gonna sell that to people when they come to my house.
Trust me, like some friends have like crazy riders, and if I ever go to their shows, I'll just like raid the Dom Perignon champagne.
Oh my god, dude!
Like,
you got to do it.
You got to take advantage. You got to hustle.
What else is on your rider other than
peanut butter?
Oh yeah, okay.
It's like, you know, healthy snack.
Get your protein in.
Trying to get that protein fix backstage. There's a couple of sweets and stuff. My rider's pretty boring. Like, hummus and pitters.
Everyone loves hummus.
It's just, you know, healthy snacks. You can't be nailing Haribo backstage.
What about dynamic hummus? Do you have like bits on it? You know, sometimes you can get hummus with like a bit of oil.
I like a caramelized onion.
Okay,
hummus.
come
like,
through.
But then, like, the breath is a problem at that point.
Babe,
you know?
No one can smell your breath from that far away. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a fair point. But then afterwards, you're meeting fans. Are like, oh, thank you for the show. You're like, and they're like, okay, cool, bye.
Okay, cool. So we need to get you some smints on the next rider.
That's a good shout. It's a great shout.
Performing live, how do you find it? Are you a nervous person? Or?
Yeah, definitely. I think that the more accustomed I come to being on stage, the more comfortable I get up there. But I am by nature a prangy, kind of nervous person. I'm slightly introverted. I think all producers are in a way, you know. You spend a lot of time in the studio by yourself working on music. So initially, being on stage was really out of my comfort zone and not really something I ever planned on doing. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't say I want to be a pop star. I said I want to be a producer. I want to sit in a studio and be behind the
want to be on my own.
I just didn't. I had no aspirations to be in the spotlight. So it's pretty weird that I'm now like doing an artist thing, but it's been cool, and it's made me come out of my shell socially, and it's grown confidence in myself, you know.
And talking about being a producer on your own in the studio, I mean, you've worked with a lot of massive artists. Obviously, you've done a track with Ray Black, you've worked with Ray, Dua Lipa, some of the biggest names in the music industry. First off, who's your favourite?
Oh, I can't. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Okay, actually, my favourite was Chad Hugo, because Chad Hugo is one half of the Neptunes, if anyone doesn't know.
Yeah.
Pharrell and Chad were the Neptunes, and they are my heroes. So to work with Chad Hugo is just like, I can die a happy man now.
And you're like best friends with like Pharrell. Pharrell and Justin Timberlake talked about you on their show. And
well, I wish I was best friends, but
listen, just tell people.
Okay, I'll be like, yeah, we're going out this weekend. But no, they played my music on their show and they said some amazing things, and I died.
Did you feel sick?
No, it's one of the things that now when I talk about, I feel like I'm lying. Like it doesn't matter. Like there's photo evidence, there's audio evidence, but when I'm in an interview and I say, Pharrell said nice things about my track, I feel like
weird about it.
I'm full of
you liar.
Rubbish. Yes.
But I know you're not a liar because I know it for a fact. But is that probably the most gassed you've ever been, like the craziest thing that's ever happened, or is there a moment that you were like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this career?
I think meeting Pharrell was the mad one. I think that's when I actually went to LA and got invited down to the recording of their radio show, and then actually met him in person. Because,
what's his skin like?
He's just
unreal.
Like, he's flawless. He's just like an ageless being, but he has this presence. Whenever he walks into a room, it's like everyone's just like, my God, it's Pharrell. Like, and when he speaks to you, it's like there's no one else in the room.
And he's like, hey.
He just came up to me. He's like, hey, I don't believe we've met. And I was like, and then Scott was like, this is S.G. Lewis. We played his music on the show, and he was like, thank you for the beautiful music. And I was like, and just like died.
And then you died.
And then I died. But
it was a good way to die.
Yeah.
If anything, you'd achieved all you needed to.
Exactly. I only ever came here to impress Pharrell, so.
Other than Pharrell, because we know that you'd love to work with him directly, which dude, it's in the stars. I can smell it.
I hope so.
Is there someone that you've got your sights on that you're like, I really want to do a collaboration, I really want to work with this person?
I really want to work with Chance the Rapper.
Oh my God, that would be sensational.
Like, I just think...
You can tell he's so sick.
Yeah. I
like,
mean,
as a person, you can tell.
you know, like I think he comes across as not only an incredible musician, but just like a good human being as well, you know? So I hope so. I hope one day, but, you know, like, it's with all people that I'm a fan of. You know, even if I want to work with them, it's like... it might happen one day, it might not. But either way, it's just like I'm a huge fan of Chance's, so we'll see.
Do you write stuff down like meet Pharrell and then tick it off? Because I do that sometimes. I'm like, things I want to achieve.
I write down the things I want to do for the year. So this year I wrote down, but I make them very realistic. So Pharrell was never... So it's stuff like... I want to sell out this show by the end of the year, knowing that show's like in the works, or
yeah,
like,
you know it's gonna
I'm
happen.
like, I want to have a tune that passes this amount of streams or something. But meeting Pharrell was never in the year plan.
Yeah, but dude, did you write it afterwards just so you could tick it off?
I mean,
listen, do it. It will make you feel so good.
So I'm gonna put work with Pharrell and. Okay,
put it out there, babe. Put it out there.
Once you write it down, for anyone that's listening, when you write something down, you manifest that future, and you know subconsciously you're working towards that because you've written it down. So.
It's factual. It's how the world works. Like if you're mentally planning to do something,
you ask the universe for it. So
you've got the same mindset as me, babe.
Exactly.
But
great minds.
Mine just says meet Pharrell 12 times.
Mine does too.
Well, you've done it, babe. You've almost achieved everything.
No, I've got to meet him 12 separate times. Like,
oh, okay.
Hi again. It's me.
Just me again,
Tick.
Pharrell.
Tick.
In your back garden. Hello. Well, thank you so much for coming to have a chat with us.
No, thank you. Thanks
Everyone
so
needs
much.
to go and check out Dusk now.
Please
and
do.
then
Please
Dark
go
and Dawn.
Stream it, listen to it, steal it. I don't care. Just enjoy it.
Don't steal it.
Well, they might.
Pharrell
Just
would
buy a
think
ticket
you
to
were
the show.
a dick if you stole it. He hates stealing music. So don't make that happen.
Just enjoy it and then buy a ticket to the show. Buy the merch. Just show the love. But please just listen to it somehow.
And then...
I'd rather you stream it. Don't steal it.
And then later on down the line, we might get a bit of the OG Lewis that comes out.
Hey, that's the next album. It's my mixtape dropping next year. It's going to be fire.
Sick. Thank you so much,
No,
SG
thank you.
Lewis. This has been
of fun.
FUBAR Radio. I'm Harriet Rose. SG Lewis is going now to the studio to make more fire.
I'm being locked away again until I deliver the next parts. But
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And keep it locked. FUBAR Radio.